So we're here with our first full box of Seance. Howling Wind Whispers in the... Okay, no, we read that on the theme packs. Hopefully I have a little bit of easier time with the shrink wrap than I typically do. Up there it goes. I guess it's just with that smaller product somehow just ends up so thick and tight. I didn't notice it through the wrap, there is a textured to the circles there. So that is a sort of nice touch. So that is an interesting thing to note. In this set, did UFO? I'm not sure if UFO did or not, but yes, it seems definitely at this point they had moved away from. Oh, okay. Well, actually, I think we've gotten a full foil of him before, which I don't really like that guy. So that's a little bit of I think we've seen that one too. That is, oh, I don't think we've seen that fog. So, well, to me only maybe, but I do find this card a bit intense, infamous maybe. Not sure if we've seen this one before. Disbanding energy. Must grab your chest and say whoever's inside be gone to contract this page. Bit Chinibyo there. All pages in this arena are returned to their owner's control. Some spirits love to hitch a ride on mortal shells if it supports their goals outside the afterlife. When the separation occurs, it can be a little electrifying. Fetish artifact. I don't really like the actual ornamentation there, but I do like that background. Oh man. I think I've said before, I really well, I do actually like it. Yep, and another black Aggie. Not sure if we featured that daytime before. No, I think we have. Oh, this is a new one. Chibi Salem's Witches. Other chibis don't really get along with this little beastie. She can be a bit of a bully, but it's only because she's secretly a little embarrassed of her attachment to the broom. Scry by fire, peer into the flames and see what your future holds. The images that flicker in the dark can be very ominous and uncertain. Don't stand too close. This is a new one. Oh, it's our favorite cards minions, it looks like. Manchac Swamp Sunken Skeletons from Frenier, Louisiana. Trinity Summoning. If Face Skull is within eyesight, destroy 3 beasties named Manchac Swamp Skeletons you control to place a beastie named Manchac Swamp Priestess from your spellbook, Limbo, Cemetery, Afterlife, or Chapter into the arena. I wonder if they did a new version of, I haven't looked it up. I, sort of wanted to avoid spoilers. But I would be, it depends on the art. But we did see that, I think it was a straight up reprint of Mercy Brown, which was a little bit of locked contract. Blood contracts with demons typically don't end very well for casters that make the contract, but sometimes you get free room and board in a padded room. Well, this is a bit of an interesting one. Rocky Mountain Barking Spider. The sneaky spider can catch casters off guard and use its cloudy agent to paralyze them. The Mad Gasser of Morton's gassy concoction is partially composed of this element. I am quite pleased. I had been worried when we got to the end of the theme decks, it was quite repetitive, so I had been worried that we would not have that many unique cards to find from a full box. Bolt of Light, send a non-token beastie with ghost you control to the afterlife. Place electrical beastie with an aura cost equal or less than the beastie sent to the afterlife into the arena fatigued. Snap back to reality with you. Yep, and we've seen that one, and that's a familiar face. I wonder what causes that token. Sam's Scarf. Sam's trusty scarf goes with him everywhere. In its warm embrace, Sam finds comfort against the horrors that lie waiting in the dark. This is intense looking one. Demonic Evocation. 2 per spellbook. Lose 666 life points. If it is between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m., lose 66 instead. You may search your spellbook, Limbo, Cemetery, or Chapter for a beastie demon and contract it at no aura cost. You may search your spellbook, Limbo, Cemetery, or Chapter for a page named Hell's Gate and contract it at no aura cost. Evoking Dark Demons is one of the riskiest of all rituals. The summoned demon can offer a contract, and the dotted line must be signed in blood. I think this is a new tarot one, the Fool. It's the typical reveal a tarot card to contract the page. So if the spell was under a beastie, that beastie is now considered under the control of target opposing caster until end of next turn. Then the attacking beastie is considered under your control until the end of the next turn. Or you may scream the Fool to deal 10 damage to target beastie. Well, really seems you'd almost always want that first option. Innocence, adventure, carelessness, and recklessness. The Fool suggests an ability to seek out danger and approach it head-on. Whether it be naivete or their spontaneous nature, the Fool will be the first to encounter the things that threaten their world. Full foil version of that one. This is another new one. I really like the colors here. Spirit Storm. Weak-willed spirits often coalesce into raging storms that sweep across the cryptid nation, destroying almost everything in their wake. Their wails can be heard for miles. Oh, this is a rather beautiful desert Terra. That's probably one of my favorite desert Terras I've seen. Which is good because I felt a lot of the Terras in this set were lackluster, so it's good that some can really stand out. Tomb Effigy. A tomb effigy hidden away from the world. This life-size sculpture depicts a regal reaper, a stone figure weathered by age, but resistant to the elements. The robes of the figure remain closed, leaving the statue underneath obscured. So, yeah, that's Burgoy's Birds. In the past, some Darkcasters made a serious effort to kill all birds. Although the effort failed, many birds were quickly replaced with something stranger. Token Plasm Pool. Whenever a beastie token you control is destroyed, you may hysterically laugh to place a grave counter on this artifact. Goopify. Remove all grave counters from this artifact. For each grave counter removed, place a Ghost Goop token beastie into the arena under your control. This conjuration ignites the latent energy hidden inside raw plasma. When the molecules get energized and crackle, you can almost hear the spirits returning to the essence of life. A bastion against the oppressive heat of demonic magic, the Great Seance has brought a little too many foul beasties out of the shadows. It's time to cool it down. I wonder if this is it's a reference to the Manchak, that token card. Spontaneous Voyage. There's no problem that the Cryptid Busters won't. Oh man, you know, I was like, you know, with the ectoplasm and that card that generates it, I felt like that was an okay amount. But she literally, I didn't realize they would have literally had their own version of the Ghostbusters. Medium's Crystal Eye. Raw crystals found within the earth itself can be imbued with spiritual energy. Magical stones are cut by experienced jewelers can become very powerful tools for a medium. Nope. Space Rock Dagger. You may fatigue this artifact at any time. You may not control more than 2 artifact essence in the arena. Are souls bound to their planet of origin? What are the limitations of a soul's power when raw stardust becomes weaponized? swear that's the weirdest card I've ever seen, that Calipode. Scroll of Spirit Control. Scrolls like these can be used to contract and contain unruly spirits that are not bound by contracts. I am pleased that we do seem to be a bit luckier with the full foils. Before this, I think we were about two, maybe three for 15. But this box seems to be pretty heavily stacked so far for full foils. Planchette. You must place this artifact over one eye when resolving this effect. Target opposing caster reveals 3 pages from the top of their spellbook. If it is between 3 and 4 a.m., reveal 7 pages instead. Place those pages on top of their spellbook in any order. Send this artifact into your limbo. When concerns of the supernatural continued to cultivate in the 19th century, casters created a device that could help them communicate with spirits of the afterlife. I do like the tokens in this set quite a bit. Most of them. Harvest Moon. I think that's our first time seeing that special Terra. I thought we'd, at this point, seen all the specials. Ice Worm. These frozen worms seek shelter in frigid ice caps. Surprisingly impulsive for frost beasties, ice worms can venture away from the comfort of their homes for new adventures. The Kind Ghost. Lost in the catacombs of kindness, this beastie commonly searches for water to help its severely dried out tongue. Another very intense card here, the Reaper's Crown. You may fatigue this artifact at any time. That seems to be was that new this set? I don't know, but just seem a cycle this set with these artifacts that generate aura. An artifact of immense power and age. A crown represents nobility, prestige, and power, a fitting article for none other than the Grim Reaper. I want to find out what makes that materialized token. Burning Cross Ghost. The spirit of this man burns even through death. Forever imprinted on a wooden cross and filled with unbridled rage and regret. Snow Ghost. Perhaps once spirits of the forest, these frozen beasties stalk the woods of Kelowna. The sap that leaks from their eyes makes a great reagent for magic oil. Hidden Grove Orb. Destroyed. Until the end of the active caster's next turn, target beastie or caster loses 20 LP. A highly illegal orb of extremely powerful magic. These orbs can cause spontaneous growth in condensed areas, subsequently unleashing very old force. Oh, it's nice we've got this double here. I always do like it when you get a double, just so you have that instant comparison with the... Wonder who that could be. I think that's also our first time getting that Terra. I think this is the second most ridiculous card in this set. Well, I don't know. Maybe it's just the concept of the Alaskan platypus that I find somewhat ridiculous. Materialize. I will always be the natural adversary of dark magic. With the Great Seance, plenty of demons and dark beasties need to be reminded what happens when you step too far into the light. Oh man, I think this is our, well, including non-foil. I feel like we got the non-foil version of the Swamp Skeletons there. I really don't like that potato card, so it feels like a real waste that I've gotten quite a few of him in, I think, is it one of the full, I haven't looked up, I had meant to, I think I've just forgotten, I have not looked up which cards are foil or only. Another new tarot card, the Hermit. Contemplation, solitude, recluse, loneliness. The Hermit suggests a life of withdrawal away from the world. The individual holds a deep and fulfilled knowledge of power that they wish to share with others. Oh, this is extremely beautiful orb here. Natural Chaos Orb. Did all, I don't know, I might not have read the flavor text for all of them, but it might just be these two. A highly illegal orb of extremely powerful magic. These orbs simulate natural occurring chaos, the raw creation and destruction of all things coalescing into one singular point. Not sure if I should save that or not. So I feel like I might have featured that one before. Because I do, well, I mean, it's hard to really go wrong. Well, daytime cards sometimes are a bit blasé. Ectoplasm. If you control a beastie, create 2 ectoplasm tokens. You may fatigue this token to destroy all ectoplasm tokens in the arena. If you do, contract a beastie from your afterlife. Ectoplasm are the remains of lingering spirit. This raw spirit magic can be molded and imprinted upon artifacts for animation and fresh corpses for reanimation. Reverse foil of that weird bird. Oh man, I think this is our 5th Black Aggie, which I'm quite happy with. Very creepy. Oh man. I do like the stars here. Okay. So, Houdini's hat. So this is another artifact with aura generation. This wondrous hat of magic hides much more than rabbits in it. Perhaps the spirit of Houdini himself still lingers within, just waiting to perform one more wondrous show. It's not a river you want to be swimming in. So I believe this brings us to... I wonder if I should... I'm actually almost out of time. I did get a bit of a late start. And this is... yeah, I guess maybe it's because it has... these details in the orb, whereas the previous orbs didn't. So I do actually like these. I thought the other fog we got earlier looked different, so we'll have to investigate that later. So I am surprised how much I like the full foil orbs, where I thought it'd be another case of me preferring the reverse foil. A Lady of the Lake, Dallas, Texas, not where I would have thought. If you are not wearing a pink dress, this beastie loses. If this beastie is damaged by, this effect is removed until the end of turn. Drowning accident may activate this power at any time, fatigue target beastie, and inflict it with drawing breath, 40, bookmark 1. This tragic spirit resides deep within White Rock Lake. Be careful when venturing near the waters at night, or you might be in for an accident of your own. Another artifact of Sam. Through the wet and where. It's a weird phrase. Through. I would. Though? I don't know. Is that. No. Through the weight and wear, it holds many memories of his younger years. The backpack exists as a reminder to never stop fighting for what he believes in. Was it Sam? Oh, I do like this reverse foil orb as well. Guess I just like the orbs in general. Another Spirit Storm. Oh, this is a nice little special terror here. The Witch's Cabin. Once per turn, if the active caster controls a beastie, witch, or beastie with witch or witches in their name, they may cackle maniacally to contract an artifact with an aura cost of 1 or higher from their cemetery. That seems like a pretty powerful effect there. Man, we're getting all the black masses today. I don't know. I really don't. This feels a little odd. I mean, this is a Oh, and we've seen plenty of him, but this is... No, I think we've seen him in reverse foil before. Another great token. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do want to, because we've seen a token in regards to that cultish looking leader there, so I do kind of want to figure out what his deal is. Yep, so all three versions of this card. Oh man, another one of those. Yeah, we've seen that one before. Yeah, I do want to find out what that cult leader's deal is. So hopefully we'll come across something with him related to him that isn't just the Black Mask card. Another orb there. The Copenhagen Devil. Just one look into the eyes of the Copenhagen Devil can send a shock down all the way down your spine. This hulking white-furred brute is prone to sudden lunges. Oh, another witch's cabin there. Oh, another Black Mass right off the bat. Reverse foil of that barking spider, and then a normal version of that Doomsorb that we just got. Yep, and a faux foil of that. Yep, that's a astonishing mountain there. Yep, it's unfortunately a very familiar one. Just a lot of calcified dooms here. It's been a while since we saw that giraffe possum. Pretty disappointing reverse foil there. Still love this desert. This is a new one, Splinter Cat. This lightning-quick cat will only reveal itself during thunderstorms. It has a strange fascination with tearing into. I think that's our fifth calcified orb there. Oh, a second. Oh man, it's a great island. Really thought I'd seen. I guess thought I'd seen more of the terrors from this set than I had, evidently. It was another. I really love to open with that black mass. Yep, more black eggies. Yep, another lady in the lake. Now we have gotten, no, I do think it was in full hollow. We have gotten that one before though. This is a new one, Shawnahawk. The slimy beastie guards a Loveland river with a watchful eye. It would rather ward off trespassers, but it will gladly slay them too. I think, yeah, so I want to find out what generates these cultists. Oh, that's, I guess, another terror I actually hadn't seen. She's really, or maybe I just didn't notice that incorporation. Oh no, I have mixed feelings about these. I think like once every now and then is fine, but it seems like a lot of these terras are incorporating. That's a disappointing one. Specific creatures into them. I think that should really only be sort of for just really special occasions. But in this, I don't know, I think it's just something they sort of grew over time, but it's pretty much everywhere in this set. This is our final pack. I do like, I did get the normal version of this card. So yeah, that will conclude things for today. Tomorrow, I'm not sure what the plan is. I probably will stream, and I might stream later tonight. I was a little bit frustrated that I ended up skipping the stream last night. Something came up, and then I was just didn't feel like it, I guess. But the next concrete planned stream is on Monday, and that will be back to Mothership. Uh, the Shipbreakers Toolkit, I believe, is the name of it's. Since we did finish the Warden's Operation Manual, we are starting a new Mothership book, but that will be on Monday.